Hi guys. So my name is Michael, and today's video we are going to learn how to write a title page in APA format for a student paper. So I've been getting a lot of questions, especially from students we work with and other people who are interested in writing essays. And people are usually confused on how to write the title page in APA format for a student paper. So there are two types of papers in an APA. In APA, so there's a student paper and there's a professional paper. So both these two papers are usually edited. The title page is usually written in two different ways, but in today's video, we are just going to focus on the student paper. So there are few general rules you're supposed to keep in mind when you are writing your title page in APA format. So the first step, whenever you're writing a paper in APA, is to check the page layout. So your page layout is usually supposed to be set to normal. So we'll go to page layout, come here to margins, and check whether our paper has been set to normal. So as you can see, our page has been set to normal. So if the default page size of your Word document is narrow, you should come and set it to normal. So that's the first step, just before you do your title page or anything of that sort. So the next step, you're supposed to, so now let's look at the few elements that are supposed to be included in a title page. So the first step is the title. Just as the name suggests, your title page will include a title. The second element is the student's name, or the author of the essay. So the third element will be institutional information. Once you included the institutional information, so this is just a summary. I'm going to give you the breakdown once we start writing it. So after you've done that, now write the course name. So as the name suggests, that's the course, the name of your course and the number. Then the instructor's name, instructors. So this is the name of your professor or your class teacher and the due date. So these are the general elements that are supposed to be in your title page. So now let's begin. So in APA, the first thing you're supposed to remember, even in any essay that you're writing, you're supposed to include the title page of the title of your essay. So let's assume the title of our essay is How AI is Disrupting the Job Market. So in our title, you note that a few things are standard. So how we capitalize our words is standard, and you can realize that some words are not capitalized. So there are a few rules you're supposed to keep in mind when writing an essay in APA format. So the first rules, there are usually 3 rules to writing the title of an essay in APA. So the first rule is all titles will be in title case. Should be in title case. So the meaning of title case is that you capitalize the main words. You capitalize the main words in your title. So in this case, that includes nouns, verbs. What else? What else is included? Adjectives and adverbs. Those are the main words that are supposed to be capitalized in any sentence. So in this case, how is capitalized? Because it's the first letter of your essay. AI is a noun. Is a verb, but it should be capitalized, right? Disrupting is a verb. There is an article. So we don't, in title case, we do not capitalize articles. Prepositions are also not capitalized. I can't remember if there is another category of words, but these are the main ones that should be capitalized, and this one shouldn't be capitalized. So in our title, you can see that there is an article. So the articles are words like and, there. These ones should not be capitalized. Prepositions are like of, about. These are words you should not capitalize in your title. Okay, so keep this in mind. This rule is important. All titles should not be capitalized. The second rule is the main title should be centered. So as you can see here, our title is centered already, but for the sake of understanding what we're discussing, we're going to center it. So at this point in time, our main title is left aligned. So to center your title, just come here and select center. You can see Ctrl+C. You can use the shortcut Ctrl+E and center your title. So all main titles should be centered. The third rule is all main titles should be bolded. So let's unbold our title. So let's say that's our title, so that it can be distinct from all the other text that you're going to include. Your title should be bolded. So you come, select Control. You can select the whole title and select Control+B to bold your title. So these are all the rules that should be included in your title. So the next step, once your title has been included, so let's write title. Remember the third element, the second element was your student, the student name. So if you're the writer of this essay, you should include your name. So let's assume the student is called John Doe. So let's unbold. So the title is the only part you're going to bold. Now to ensure that our essay is presentable, I prefer placing 2 spaces after each element, after the title. So once you've written your title, you can skip 2 spaces. Then after you've written the title, you can skip another 2 spaces. So you write student name. Let's uncheck there. The student name, let's assume our student is called John Doe. The next step is institutional information. So in this stage, you write the name of your school. So let's assume she goes to Cornell University. So that's the name of your school. The next step is the course name and number. So the course name depends on the essay that you are writing, which course are you undertaking. So let's assume this student is doing business management. So the name of the course is business management. Then let's give it a code name. Let's give it BSc 305. Let's call it BSc 305. So this is the course name and the number. Business Management, BSc 305. You can place a comma there depending on what you'll be instructed to do. Once you're done with the course name and number, the next step is to, let's bold it so that it can be clear to everyone what we are doing. Bold it. Come here to student name, bold. The next step is to write your instructor's name. Instructors, sorry for the misspelling. Instructor's name. So here you include the name of your professor. So let's assume she's called Jane Dixon. So that's the name of your professor. So include the name of your professor. Then now write the last element, which is the due date. So this is the date when you should submit your essay. This is like the deadline. So let's assume it's 15th January 2024. And that's how you structure your title page. So once you are done with this section, so there's a part I had forgotten to include. In every student paper, you should include a page header. So what you do is, you come to your right side here, double click. So this is our normal page layout, as you can see on the screen. Come to your right here, double click, and head on to page number. So in a professional, here is where the difference between a professional paper and a student paper comes in. In a professional paper, you're supposed to place a running head, something you're going to cover in another video. But in our student paper, you only include a page number. So you come here to your left side, next to your footer here, select page number, go to top of page, then go down to plain number 3 and select it. So you can see a page number has been included in our title page. So it indicates 1. So if your lecturer has instructed you to write your essay in a certain font, let's assume Times New Roman, you can right click that section, then come here, select Times New Roman, then increase it to font type 12. And the same case applies to your title page. Your font type and size should be standard in all pages that you include. So select the whole title page, head on to this section, select Times New Roman, and select size 12. So this is just the summary of how our title page should be written. So you should include a title and write it in title case. Ensure that it is centered and it is bold. Then write your student name. Write your institutional information, which is the name of the school that you attend or where your research was done. Then include a course name and number. So business management is the course name. BSc 305 is the number of the course. Then the instructor's name is Jane Dixon. The due date is 15th January 2024. That's how you write your title page. Once you've written your title page, you can now come down and write the next section, which is page 2. And as you can see, our page number has been included in the next section. So subscribe and like our video and stay updated for more videos.